Welcome back to Thrift with Jayne, everybody. I'm Jayne and I pick up bargains that are cheap, which I can sell for good money, and I get them from car boots, auctions, and I get them from charity shops very occasionally. But today I want to talk to you about picking up things that are free, and they're all over the place. You just got to look. So we're going to talk today about the 3 different sources that I get my free items from and what I've picked up from them. So your first one is Facebook Marketplace. Not very often, but sometimes somebody just wants to get rid of their items and there will be free items on there. So I recently drove about 15 miles to pick up 400 science magazines. They look like this. They're Focus ones, they're Scientific American, there's all different ones. And basically the guy had a collection from 1992, believe it or not, right through to 2025. And his collection was missing 42 magazines. There's a box somewhere where he couldn't find them, but he's going to let me know. And I'm just surprised that he doesn't want to sell them, but he doesn't. So the last lot, which was 800 magazines, he couldn't get rid of. He had to pay for someone to come and pick them up and take them to the tip, which is just such a shame. So, you know, I thought that was really sad, actually. Don't get me wrong, 400 has weighed my car down big time, and I've only put on so far about, I think I've put on about 10 or 15, but the Scientific American ones I've been loading between 8 and 20 pounds. Now times that by 400. So see what I'm saying? If you've got the time and you don't mind sifting through the things on Facebook Marketplace, then have a look, because you'll pick up things like this. I think these are weekly magazines. I've got to go through these. Oh no, monthly. These are monthlies from 2011 and 2012. The ones I have put on so far that were a bit more expensive are actually their special edition ones, collector's ones. Einstein, The Mind, Cats and Dogs. It's quite interesting actually. So I've put those on and started loading those. So that's one place. Another place where you can look is freecycle. You might have to go on and register and put your name and address in, and I think you might even have to put card details in, but you don't actually pay anything. You need to check on that. But freecycle and the Nextdoor app are both apps which I've got on my phone, and I get an alert when someone's put something new on, and that's where, if you've been through some of my older videos, you'll see those great big nautical sea maps which I got from a lecturer at the local university, and they are, I think one of them went for £20, and I picked about 10 of them up and a couple of books, and he was a lecturer. So yeah, so Nextdoor app, freecycle and Facebook Marketplace. Those are your 3 go-tos. They're what I go to pick up free bits, and you do have to sift through. Can you let me know where you go to pick up free items? Of course, where I live, it's perfectly acceptable as well. If somebody has put something outside of their house onto the pavement, then they're looking for it to go. So if that's the case where you live as well, then do that. And I do now and again find some great, the other day I found loads of those stripy coloured beach windbreakers with the hammer. There's also someone here who puts all her children's Barbie stuff out. So there are things if you look. The other thing that I'll do now is I'm going to take you into the garage and show you the magazines I've got. So this is the garage where everything is stored, and I want to talk to you about these magazines I've picked up. So I picked up 400 magazines, as I've just told you, from Facebook, and they're all on science and technology. This guy it was a lifetime collection. Some more in there. You can probably see quite a lot more in there. There's more in here. There's more under here, more here, and then 2 boxes here. And I've also got a big suitcase full in the car. So, as I said, 400 magazines. I'm currently listing them all between £8 and £20 each. So I've got a lot of work to do. There's just a lifetime of collection since 1992. There's 42 missing, and then there's all the complete years bar those 42. So now we've been out into the garage and looked at the magazines, and you can see the types of things that you can find on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to take you through some sales in the garage. So the first thing is this Ever Sharp clutch pencil. If you've seen some of the previous videos, you will see that I got a box of silver items, not real silver, silver plated items, and there were lots of them, and I paid £4 at the auction for them. I've already made my money back well and good on those, but this is one of the first items that I sold. It's a clutch pencil. I got £12 for it and £2.69 postage. So after fees and taxes and whatever, I've made back easily the money that I spent on the box. Next up was this Dario Beltram shirt. I paid £3 and I got £12 for it. That was a long time ago I listed that, a good 18 months ago. It's been on my store for ages, but things go eventually, and that was when I was doing free postage, so I had to pay for the postage on that one. Another item from the silver box that I got at the auction. This was a silver plated salt or pepper pot. It's vintage and I got £9.99 for it. All the silver plated items worked out at 40p each. So already I've got £22 just on the pencil and the salt and pepper shaker, and I got plus postage with that one. This Cluedo game cost me 50p. I got £6.99 for it plus postage, so a little bit of profit there. This Thomas & Friends stitching kit I paid 20p for, and I got £9.99 plus postage, so a great little bit of profit there. This Next Pair perfume is something that I didn't pay for. It was given to me, so I put it on Facebook, so I'm never going to wear it. It was brand new and sealed, and I got £26.99 plus postage, so I was absolutely thrilled with that. That was really great profit, that one. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, part of my Ladybook collection. I got £14.99. That was something that I probably bought with my pocket money as a child or was given to me, so I didn't pay for it. And it was at a time I was listing it when it was free postage, so still would have made at least £10 profit on that. So that's all from the garage today. Please do let me know if you're already using Facebook Marketplace or the Nextdoor app or freecycle, or if you're getting your free stuff from elsewhere, do let me know. Do you have people around your way that leave stuff outside that you can take if you want? Yeah, do let me know. As always, please do subscribe to the channel, like and share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.